Hello and welcome to BS Rugby. Welcome to this watch along. It is La Rochelle against Leinster, semi-finals of the Champions Cup. And oh my word, it's getting nervy for Leinster and La Rochelle fans. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. It massively helps the channel. Leave a like on the stream. And of course, as many of you have already done, get involved in the live chat. I want to hear what you've got to say on the game throughout the course of the afternoon. Welcome along, folks. Hope you are doing well. I will get to your comments in just a second. And nearly 30 of you currently watching already. So if you are new, as I said before, hit the subscribe button. Really helps the channel grow and really helps us to push towards our goal of 2,000 subscribers. Do hit the subscribe button down below. Just a reminder, this is a watch along. It's not actually showing the game itself. I'm not allowed to do that because of copyright issues. It is live on BT Sport now if you want to check it out. But it's a great way of getting fans together because of the pandemic. Of course, we can't get to the stadium itself. So we're really excited to bring you this game here on the channel. And as I said, make sure to subscribe if you're new. Don't forget, there's also an option of a super chat if you want to do that as well. That's absolutely available. Massively helps the channel if you want to support the channel financially. But as always, there's no pressure to do that. Right, lots of you already in the chat. Let's have a look. Luke Conway, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Gregor Galway, hope you're doing well as well. This is going to be good. But a Leinster win, says Freddie. Good to see you in the chat as well, Freddie. Good to see you, mate. Luke Conway asks, is Johnny Sexton playing? He's not, but we'll go through the teams shortly and have a look at who's been picked by each team. Stephen Somerville says, big game today, hoping Leinster win, but wouldn't mind O'Gara getting through either. Luke McGrath is the captain. That is right. So let's go through the teams anyway. Let's just have a quick look at how the sides have lined up. Again, make sure to like the stream as well. It really helps the stream. So if you haven't done so yet, hit the like button. It really helps the stream out a lot over the course of the afternoon. Right. Let's have a look then at the teams. Apologies about the quality of this image. It's not too bad. You can see it. That's fine. Right. This is the La Rochelle team. I'll try not to butcher too many names. Let's have a chat about this team. So Bryce Delan starts out fullback with Dillian Lades and Rimando Rule on the wing. Levani Bottia and Jeffrey Dumaru play in the centres. In the halfbacks then, you have Kerr Barlow and Ahayi West. Ahayi West, an interesting one. His goal kicking is not great, which may be something for Leinster to think about. In the front row then, Reddy Valdi, Pierre Bourgeois and Uni Antonio. Then in at the locks, Roman Sazi is the captain alongside the Aussie Will Skelton, with Victor Vito, Gregory Aldreet, keep an eye out on him, and William Liebenberg playing at 7. Leaving a bench then of Facundo Bosch, Danny Prizzo, Arthur Joly, Thomas Lavout, Kevin Gordon, Arthur Retier, Jules Plisson and Pierre Aguilon. Heading over to Leinster, this is how they line up this afternoon. What a game this is going to be. Starting with the fullback then, Hugo Keenan starts off fullback with Jordan Lama and James Lowe on the wings. Gary Ringrose is back in the centre alongside Robbie Henshaw. Is that a potential Lions centre partnership? Be interesting to get your thoughts on that. Ross Byrne plays at 10, Sexton still unfit. Ross Byrne will earn his 100th cap for the province today. Luke McGrath, as was said in the comments just a second ago, is captain for this one. In the front row then, Cian Healy, Ronan Keller and Tag Furlong. I mean, that is pretty much good enough to be a Lions front row, isn't it? That's an incredible front row. Furlong, how many people is he going to step today? It will be interesting to see. Devin Toner and James Ryan play in the locks with Rhys Ruddock, Josh Van der Vliet and Jack Conan playing in that back row. And again, what a back row that is. Of course, guys, get your thoughts on both teams in the chat. Let me know your thoughts on them. If we then look at the bench, we have Tracy, we have Byrne and Porter as front row options, Fardy and Baird, and then we have Osborne, Frawley and O'Loughlin. Thoughts on those teams, do let me know. Right, let's have a look at some of your comments. Yep, Luke McGrath is the captain today. Hello, Thomas. Hope you're doing well. Not supporting them normally, but I have to show some French solidarity. There may not be many here on the stream, so let's go, La Rochelle. Thomas, welcome along. If you're new, my friend, hit the subscribe button. But good to have you. I am a neutral. I'm not a Leinster fan, but being a Welshman, I may support my Celtic brothers in this one. And I want the Pro 14 teams to do well. Ty Furlong needs to be a Lion. You need some proper meat of fun against South Africa. I absolutely agree. Hopefully Leinster win. Just hope we don't bottle it. Well, that Tammy and Sarries will ring alive and well in those in the minds of people. Ben not joining today. Unfortunately not. He's not able to make it. Unfortunately not. But, you know, he'll be on tomorrow. Welsh will be Roundup Show, folks. He's going to be wearing an Osprey shirt on the 3bod channels. Do check that out. What do you think of the BT Sport Fantasy team? I saw a little bit of it. I need to watch it more. But on Tuesday, I'm going to drop my 36-man squad for the game. So make sure that you're subscribed for that and you're ready for that. And then on Thursday, we're actually going to do a live watch along, a live reaction of the Lions squad being announced on Thursday. So I'm really excited for that. Good afternoon to you, Martin. Hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you back. Haven't seen you for a bit. Hope you're doing well, but good to see you as always. 40 of you currently watching before kickoff. Wow. So excited. So excited for this game. Thank you so much. David Toppin, of course, host of the Ulster Rugby Roundup Show on the 3bod Facebook group and YouTube channel. As a neutral, that Leinster win. Did Jono make it home yet? Well, Leinster, I mean, this is it for Leinster, isn't it? This is a massive, massive game for them. And I'm so excited. We're 7 minutes away from kickoff. Just before kickoff, I will go through the teams again. We will have a look at it. I'm watching my dad behind. Gregor, it's good to see you in the chat, my friend. As always, good to see you in the chat. So, of course, yesterday we had Toulouse beating Bordeaux. Let me know if you watched that game. I saw, I think, the last 30 minutes of it. And to be honest, I wasn't all that impressed. But I've got to say, Toulouse just got the job done. They didn't have to play beautiful rugby, but they got the job done, didn't they? They got the job done, and that's the most important thing for them, is that at the end of the day, doesn't matter how you get into the final, as long as you get into the final. La Rochelle, an interesting team. And we're going to look at some key battles in just a second between the two sides, because I think there's some interesting ones for sure. And we'll have a look at them in just a second. But La Rochelle, interesting team, second in the top 14. They absolutely smashed Sale, didn't they? They absolutely smashed them recently. I was very, very impressed by them. But you'd think that Leinster, the fact that Leinster have been here before, La Rochelle have never been in the semi-finals of the Champions Cup, and obviously have never been in the final, therefore, of the Champions Cup. So this is new territory for them. And they were only promoted into the top 14 about 5 or 6 years ago. So Ugara is doing brilliant work over there. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes. But no, really looking forward to this one. Right, let's have a look at the key battles. For me, this is going to be a massive battle in the middle of the park. Levani Bottia against Robbie Henshaw. Levani Bottia, one of the best attacking centres in the world, you'd have to say at the minute. And you'd have to say that Robbie Henshaw, one of the best defensive centres in the world as well. I mean, he's been absolutely incredible over the course of the Six Nations. And for me, he has to start for the Lions at 12. He just has to start. There's no one else who can start over Robbie Henshaw, is there, for the Lions at 12. All 13, he can play both positions, but I think he's best at 12, of course, playing alongside Ringrose. Levani Bottia creates something out of nothing, loves to offload the ball, scored a great try against Gloucester in the round of 16. But Robbie Henshaw, that performance against England in the Six Nations may well have been the best defensive performance I've seen from a centre in a very, very long time. We nearly have 60 people watching. This is madness. Folks, if you're new, hit the subscribe button, join this fantastic community that is growing, like the stream, and get involved in the chat. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear who you're supporting this afternoon, so do let me know. The other key battle in this game for me is this one, Gregory Aldrit against Ruddock. What a battle this is going to be. Aldrit playing that 6, usually plays 8 for France, of course, and not his usual position today, but he showed against Sale that he can really offer great support lines. But at the breakdown is going to be key today. La Rochelle will look to play a little bit more than Leinster, but you'd think whoever can win the battle of the breakdown is going to win this game. I think it's that important. So these two are going to be crucial. Josh van der Fleer is going to be crucial in this one. He had a brilliant game against Munster in the Pro 14 final. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this one goes. Folks, we are 4 minutes away from kickoff. So let me know your predictions in the chat. I will get to my predictions in a second, but let me know your predictions in the chat for this one. I'm intrigued to hear who you are backing to win this game today. It's a massive game, isn't it? To book their place in the final, to face Toulouse at Twickenham. So let me know, who are you supporting this afternoon? Really intrigued to hear your thoughts on this one. So do let me know who you are supporting and who you are backing. And by what score are you saying? By what score are you saying Who's going to win this one? Really intrigued to hear what you got to say. So let me know in the chat. And we will have a look at your predictions and see who you are backing to win this one. There we go. We are all set to go. Let's have a look. He's brilliant, isn't he? Robbie Henshaw is absolutely brilliant. Right, predictions in the chat, folk. Let's quickly go through the teams. Just a reminder, this is not actually showing the game. It's just a watch along. So you can have the game on the side and listen to us here and get involved in the chat. Or if you can't watch the game, this is the best place to keep up to date with the game itself. Right, let's have a look. Let's remind ourselves, this is how La Rochelle line up this afternoon. Dulan at fullback, Leeds and Rule on the wings, Bottia and Dumaru in the centres, Barlow and West in the halfback pairing. In the front row then, Reddy, Ravdi, Bourjari and Antonio, and Sazi and Skelton are the lock. Sazi being the captain. Aldrit, Vito and Liebenberg are the back three. In the bench then, Facundo Bosch, Priso, Joly, Lavert, Gordon, Retier, Plison and Aguilon. And then for Leinster, this is how they line up. If you need reminding, Keenan, Lama, Ringrose, Henshaw, Lowe, Byrne and McGrath are the backs. McGrath is captain. Byrne obviously earning his 100th appearance for the province today. In the front row then, you got Healy, Keller and Furlong, Locks, Tony Ryan, and then the back row. As we said, that battle between Ruddock and Aldrit is going to be fascinating. Reece Ruddock, Van der Fleer and Conan, leaving the bench then of Tracy, Byrne, Porter, Fardy, Baird, Osborne, Fawley and O'Loughlin. Get your predictions in the chat. Richard Hoorie, hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you as always. Rebecca, come on, Leinster indeed. Leinster by 7, says David Topping. Gary Ringrose is the new Brian O'Driscoll. I think he's class. He's had a lot of injury issues. So hopefully he'll be okay today. Hopefully he will be okay. It's perfect conditions for rugby out in France. There are a few, I'm not sure if they're fans or they're board members of the club, but we are yet to find out on that one. Ross Byrne leads the side out. So interested to know how this one is going to go this afternoon, sorry. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. Can we hit 1,650 subscribers today? I'd absolutely love to do that. So you know you're subscribed, make sure to do that. You're very welcome here. Always good to have you in the chat and watching live. So make sure to subscribe if you have not done so already. Thank you very much, Martin. That's very, very kind of you. La Rochelle are coming out. So La Rochelle wearing yellow, obviously, and Leinster wearing the traditional blue. Can they add to the 4 stars? Can they push themselves that one step closer to it? We are about to find out. Karma Peach back in Leinster by 15. Wow, that is a heck of a prediction. I do think Leinster could blow away La Rochelle in the opening 15, but La Rochelle are second. They're second in the top 14 for a reason. They're up there for a reason. So let's not forget that. They are there for a reason. It is perfect conditions. There's no wind. It's nice and sunny. It's dry. This probably suits La Rochelle more than Leinster, the conditions, you'd have to say. So it's going to be fascinating to see how it goes. So we are ready for the game here. The sun is shining. All ready to go. All ready to go here down in France. Welcome along to the watch along. Hope you're doing well. My prediction, I'm backing Leinster to get the job done. I think they'll win 7 to 10 points today. I think Leinster are going to do it. I'm pretty confident they're going to. I just think their experience at this level, at this point in the competition, will massively pay dividends. But if La Rochelle are still in it, 60-odd minutes in, could make it interesting. But we are ready to go here. Ross Byrne is sending it up into the sky, and we are away. Reminder, this is just a watch along, not the actual game, but it's a great way of bringing fans together due to the pandemic. We can't get into stadiums, etc. So you're more than welcome to subscribe, like, and get involved in the chat. And La Rochelle have the ball on their own 5-metre line from the kickoff, and they'll go through some phases here to get themselves set up and ready to clear this one downfield. So Need a clean exit here for La Rochelle, and it's a decent little kick away. Well, he's probably not got the distance I'd like. It's actually not got that much of a distance. So first opportunity here for Leinster on the 22 from the line out. So line out here for Leinster on the 22 of La Rochelle. Opportunity to create something. Toner collects in the line out, down to McGrath. McGrath gets it into Henshaw. Henshaw plays it back. Labotier was trying to get it in there at the breakdown. La Rochelle very, very quick up to the man in possession. Ryan carries forward. McGrath into Byrne. 100 appearances for the region today. For the province, sorry, today. Big achievement for him. And someone who I think is criminally underrated. I think he's a very, very good 10. McGrath into Byrne. Kelleher had a brilliant Six Nations Day in Ireland. Byrne gets now wide. Henshaw into Lama. But not really going anywhere here, Leinster. Decent defence, this comfortable defence. Advantage, though, not rolling away. So free play here. Henshaw tries to get through. There'll be no advantage. And I think Leinster here should take the points. Should be looking to take the points here, surely. 2 minutes in, opportunity for Leinster to get some points on the board early. And they are going for the posts indeed. Good to see that they've made that decision. So opening 2 minutes, very, very dominant from Leinster. But you have to say, they weren't really going anywhere then. There's a silly penalty to give away from La Rochelle. But La Rochelle will take it. First chances to take some points in this one. So first opportunity for Byrne to get some points on the board for Leinster. It's been all Leinster in this opening 2 minutes. So 3 minutes in. Opportunity for Leinster to get their first points on the board this afternoon. As Ross Byrne lines it up. Ross Byrne. Oh, he's missed the kick. He's drawn it wide. It's gone wide. Pretty simple kick, but he's pulled it wide, I'm afraid. So it remains 0-0. 3.5 minutes gone in this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on this opening part of the game. What do you think? What do you make of it? So La Rochelle will get us underway with a kick, a high west from the 22. Not the most conventional of kicks, but collected by McGrath, who finds Henshaw just inside their own half here, Leinster. Leinster very much looking to play with it in hand, not kicking at all, which is interesting because against Munster, of course, it's a very rotated squad. They kicked a lot in that one, but in this one, they're very much retaining the possession early on here. Aldrit going for the ball, but he's not going to get there. Penalty to Leinster. Diving in off his feet. Aldrit punished there. And it'll be a penalty to Leinster on the halfway line. Again, a very unnecessary penalty there. An opportunity here for Leinster to get some field territory early on. So Ross Byrne will send this one down. And it will be... It's actually a very, very good kick from a Byrne that puts them straight into the 22. So very, very good kick there. So line out here to Leinster, won by Toner. They tried to go on the outside. Now ball's gone everywhere. Now, did it go forward or will it be a line out to Leinster? Who did it come off? Antonio's huge, isn't he, for La Rochelle? Absolutely massive. Oh, La Rochelle were actually penalised there in the line-out. French sides often have strong packs. Makes no difference if the kicker is missing. It wasn't the easiest of kicks, but you'd expect him to get it. Maybe a bit of nerves early on. But line out, 5 metres out here for Leinster in the bright sun out in Rochelle in France. Josh van der Fleer is at the back of this. Very close to the line, but they got the ball. Healy on the 5 metre line carries. And you'd expect this is where advantage once again here to Leinster. Lots of penalties coming up now for this La Rochelle side. Ball out, good hands. James Lowe towards Keenan. It bounces to Lama. Lama knocks it on, but they'll come back for the original penalty. Buster's Tipsy, a watch long is not a live stream. A live stream is different, my friend. I can't show it. I haven't got the rights. I don't have as much money as BT. So you can stay if you want, but I understand if you were confused there, mates. No worries at all. So half six, 6.5 minutes gone, sorry. It looks like Leinster are just going to tap and go from the 5 metre line. Now, if you're a Stade, you're a La Rochelle fan, you're a bit worried here because your discipline has really gone early on. 7 minutes in, 1 metre out for Leinster. Can they push themselves over? Another advantage. You're thinking yellow card here if they don't score. If they don't score here, there's going to be a yellow. McGrath plays it back. Byrne, Ringrose, tackled well by Rule. Boccia stops him completely. And someone's going to the bin here for La Rochelle. And Liebenberg is off to the bin. And I mean, Leinster are absolutely dominating at the minute. They are so dominant here. And every time they get the ball, they make a meter. They make a meter every single time. This is why they are so good. And Liebenberg is in the bin. So big choice here for Leinster. Do you go to the court? They're going again. They're just going to tap and go again. They believe that they can get over. 8 minutes into this one, Kelleher goes for the line. Picking and going here. Less than a metre out now. They got there. Ball is still there. Toner, Ruddock goes. Ruddock reaching for the line. He's just short. Furlong goes. Has Furlong got it down? Yes, he has. And there we go. Leinster have the opening score here. They back themselves. And Tadhg Furlong, the dancing feet of Tadhg Furlong, dances over the line from just under a metre out. And Leinster lead this one by 5 points to 0. La Rochelle down to 14 men. And it's been coming. It's absolutely been coming. They've backed themselves and their power. And there was a lot of talk about whether Leinster could bully them up front. And I said at the start, Leinster could absolutely bully this La Rochelle team in the opening 20 minutes. And that's what we're seeing. Ross Byrne has added the 2 points. Leinster 7, La Rochelle 0. We are 9 minutes into this one. And a brilliant try that was for Leinster. From a very Stade Marcel there. But brilliant try there for Leinster. So 7 points to 0 early on. La Rochelle gets back underway. And Leinster have the ball in their own 22. And Leinster really looking to run this. They're not wanting to kick this at all. Maybe they know the attack of the likes of Dulin. But McGrath will actually kick this one. He's going to kick it off. No, it's staying on the field. It's going to be... No, so Dulin collects it. So first real bit of possession for La Rochelle. They've not had any of the ball. And it's taken them 10 minutes to have some possession. Here they come. Ihai West sends it up. So they have possession. And they kick it straight away. And that kick's made what? Maybe 5 meters, if that. Advantage, though, from the knock-on for the French side here. So first chance for a free play for them. Dulin sends it high towards the 22. Who's going to win this one? It bounces back off Leinster. And it will be a line-out for La Rochelle. So first chance for La Rochelle to have something off this line-out. Folks, if you're watching, you've not yet liked the stream, make sure to do so. We're only on 19 likes. Let's see if we can head towards the 30 mark there. So make sure to like the stream. Really helps it go out. And also subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much to those who have subscribed already today. It's massively appreciated. Right, scrum then to La Rochelle. La Rochelle a little bit strong, a little bit heavier than Leinster, but not all that much difference between the two packs. But first chance off a set piece for La Rochelle. We haven't seen anything of them yet, so we can't really judge them yet. It's a decent scrum from the home side. They do get it out. Roulax a scrum half. Aldreet's carrying strong. Just outside the 22 now. And they're looking pretty dangerous here. Antonio. They're really recycling this ball well. Josh van der Fleer. What a turnover that is from Josh van der Fleer, by the way. I mean, is he someone who could get on the tour to the Lions? I know there's so much competition there, but what a turnover that is from Van der Fleer. And Leinster will look to clear their lines. Back to low. He's got decent boots on him and sends that one all the way down. It's actually a very good kick from the New Zealand-born winger. La Rochelle were looking good, but a huge turnover there. Huge turnover there from Josh van der Fleer. Really good turnover that. So we're just having a little break here in play. But a very, very, very good start for Leinster. And they are getting ready to go again. But a huge turnover there from Josh van der Fleer. What do you make, folks, of the first 13 minutes or so? What do you make of it? Let me know. Very, very good start here for Leinster. Just a reminder, tomorrow night there will be the Welsh Rugby Roundup show on the 3BOD channel. Myself and my good friend Ben will be wrapping up all the action from the Rainbow Cup, but also looking at which Welsh players should be going on the Lions tour. Do join us on that. I'm going to drop a channel to the channel now in the chat. Make sure to head over there and subscribe and hit the notification bell as well, so you'll be notified when we go live with that. So do head over there and subscribe, folks, if you haven't done so already. 8:30 tomorrow, UK and Ireland time. Do join us for that. Really looking forward to that. Well, really good driving maul here from La Rochelle. They do have the advantage. So Skelton, the Aussie, carries it strong. Giant of a man. Ball comes out to the back. So Ihai West tries the little chip over the top. That's not going to work. But they'll come back for the original penalty. Be interesting to see what La Rochelle do from here. Do they kick? Or they're going to try and put this in the corner. Ihai West is not the greatest goal kicker. So it'll be interesting to see. Right, let's go have a look at some of your comments. Sean Fowler says the fly for La Rochelle missed 4 times in the game against Hale. He's more of an attacking fly half. Skill and power from an ex-Gaelic player, Furlong, of course. So good to see that indeed. So Harry West has decided to go for the post here. There is just under 4 minutes left on the yellow card, so he'll take decent whack of time on this. So Harry West, ready to go. Had a really poor kicking time against Sale, didn't he? So let's see how he can do today. Is pulling, is it in? Yes, it is. So La Rochelle have their first score of the afternoon. La Rochelle 3, Leinster 7. 15 minutes gone into this one. And La Rochelle certainly have grown into this one over the course of the last 5 minutes or so. So 15 minutes gone. We're ready to restart after that penalty for Harry West, giving La Rochelle their first points of the afternoon. And off we go then. We restart. 1/8 of a 1 mile? No idea, mate. I don't do maths very well. Well, awful restart from La Rochelle, and Leinster have the ball on the 22. Keenan goes alone. McGrath to Cian Healy. Furlong carries into the 22. Cian Healy once again. Good defence here, though. That ball is out. So Bryce Dullan tries to clear it, but it is charged down. So Leinster have the ball once again on the 22. Lama carries it in. And penalty to La Rochelle at the breakdown. Really good steal there. And an opportunity for La Rochelle to clear their lines. So what do we make so far of this one? Ewan, I think that's what you're saying him. I'm afraid I can't, mate. My channel will be taken down. This is just a watch along. It says in the description that I can't show the game because of copyright reasons, but you can join us. I can try and give you as much detail as I can as the game goes along, but I'm afraid I cannot. It is on BT Sports if you want to watch it, but I'm afraid I cannot show you that. Driving maul here for La Rochelle. And they go alone. The hooker goes alone here. La Rochelle have really grown into this. I've really grown into this now. Ball out wide, West. Good hands. Bryce Dullan. Back, West. Bottier. Rule coming inside off his wing. Gets out to Victor Vito. La Rochelle really grown into the game here, folks. They're going to go for the drop goal here. Hi, West. Has he got it? He has indeed. And La Rochelle are back in this one. 6 points to 7. Look at that. Really good choice there from Hi West. The game is on RTE Radio as well if you want to check that out. But if you want to stick around here, folks, you're more than welcome to. Again, this is completely free. So you are more than welcome. So if you are new, hit the subscribe button. Let's see if we can hit 1,650 today. That'd be awesome. So subscribe. And, of course, leave a like on the stream as well. It's massively, massively appreciated. So La Rochelle collect it from the restart. And it's cleared downfield. Hugo Keenan collects. You got to say, La Rochelle have really started to play here. They may have even turned this one over. No, they have not, illegally so. So advantage to Leinster. Ball outside wide to James Lowe. I think he's going to run out of space. And they'll come back for the original penalty. La Rochelle are back up to 15 men, by the way. So we're nearly halfway through this first half. Let me know your thoughts on the opening 20 or so. What are your thoughts so far on this game? And Leinster are going to go for the posts. Decided to go for the posts in this one. And once again, at the breakdown, La Rochelle getting punished. So opportunity for Leinster to extend their lead, be a little bit more comfortable for them. So Rossburn missed his first kick, but got the conversion. Can he get another few points on his 100th appearance as well? He sets it up, he kicks, and it's good. And Leinster extend their lead here. 10 points to 6 in this one. Leinster 10, La Rochelle 6. And again, La Rochelle do some good stuff and a stupid little penalty they give away. But Leinster won't be complaining, will they? Leinster will not be complaining at all. So Leinster looking to clear from the kickoff, from the restart. La Rochelle really battering out the breakdown here, but some good clearing out the rucks coming for Leinster. Henshaw makes a little back gap as Lowe joins in. And it looks like Luke McGrath has said enough is enough. We're going to kick this one away. You have to say, La Rochelle really growing into this now. It certainly is not as concluded as it seemed early on in the game. It's going well so far. I think a few mistakes, but going good so far indeed. Ronan Goy used to play for Munster, so Munster fans will probably back La Rochelle. Interesting, I know a few Ulster fans have spoken to them. And they want Leinster to win because it's an Irish team. It's an Irish team in there. You know, as an Ospreys fan, if Scarlets, Dragons or Blues win a semi-final, I'd want them to win. If they weren't playing against us, obviously, I'd want them to win. So We're going to have a reset of the scrum here. So scrum here to Leinster, just about on their own 10-metre line. Luke McGrath will feed this one in. Solid scrum from La Rochelle. And penalty, though, to Leinster. They tap and go quick. Conan carries over the halfway line. Luke McGrath back to Byrne into Ringrose. Steps inside. Lovely step from Ringrose. Tackled, though, by Bottier. Lovely feet from Ringrose. Someone who suffered with so many injuries over the years, but such a talent. Such a good player. Ball is there for Leinster. Furlong carries. Tackled by Aldreet. McGrath gets it out to Byrne. Byrne into Conan. Victor Vito tries to win it out of the breakdown. Advantage, though, to Leinster. Again, another penalty at the breakdown from La Rochelle. Keenan keeps it alive. Jordan Lama steps inside. Aldreet tackles him up to the 10-metre line now for Leinster. McGrath inside to Cian Healy. Still advantage to the men in blue. Ross Byrne tries a little chip over the top. There is a bit of space if James Lowe can get to this, and it bounces over him. And unfortunately, it won't work for Leinster on this occasion, but they did have the penalty advantage. It's a lovely kick from Ross Byrne. They'll come back for the original penalty. Interesting decision to see what Leinster do here. Well, it seems like we're going to have a change here. There must be a HIA or something, you'd think. Yeah, Leinster, I think, are going to go for the posts here. That's what it looks like. They're going to take the points. But again, La Rochelle at the breakdown, getting dominated and giving away stupid penalties. And it's really coming to bite them. They must have been penalised 4 or 5 times. We'll have a look at half-time, of course, at the stats of the first half. Have a look at how the game's going. How's it being won and lost? So we will do that, of course. So do stick around at half-time because we do tend to take a 2-minute break. So I'll be dying for a piss by that point. And then we'll be back to have a look at the first half as well. Leinster are going for the post. Ross Byrne straight in front of the post. Quite a distance out. So it's going to be interesting to see. Callum, hello. Hope you're doing well, mate. Experience could help Leinster so far. Indeed, from an Ulster fan, always want to support the Irish teams. That's good to see. Right, chance to have a bit more of a gap, a bit more breathing space for Leinster now. Chance to make it a 7-point game. Ross Byrne with about 13 minutes to go until half-time. He's kicked it. It looks pretty good, and it is. And Leinster extend their lead 13 points to 6 to the away side. They're getting that a little bit closer to Twickenham, aren't they? But 13 points to 6 now out in France. And it's not been too shabby for them, has it? Right, here we go then. La Rochelle, a high west gets us back underway. Kick down towards Lama, who gets absolutely flattened by Bryce Doolan. But Luke McGrath will be able to clear this one outside of his 22 there. It is straight towards Victor Vito, who claims, but is tackled well by Lama, sorry. And penalty once again at the breakdown. I think Furlong's over the ball there. Furlong, what a player he has been recently. How good has he been? Let's have a look at some of your comments. Very childish to favour a team who are not Irish. You look better in that jersey, man, lol. You say that after 76 minutes about Twickenham. Let's go. Rugby Geeks in the chat, hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you. No watch along from yourself today? Here come Leinster, though, off that line out. Really nice. Good hands out here to James Lowe. James Lowe beats his man. Tackled, though, just inside the 22. Need a scrum half. Keenan Wallach does the scrum half into Toner. Next score is going to be pretty important in this one, you feel now, at this early point in the game. Half an hour in. 10 minutes to go. Just over 10 minutes to go. Until half-time, Henshaw makes a half gap, but is tackled. Luke McGrath, Byrne, Ringrose, dances past Aldreet. Gets it into Lama, who's coming field. Tackled, though, well. Luke McGrath. A little bit narrow here from Leinster. Ryan Baird is on the pitch. I think he's come on for Ryan. I think Ryan's gone off for a HIA. Once we hear more about that, we'll let you know. I don't think he has. Is it Van der Fleer who's gone off? I'm not too sure if you know. Let me know in the chat who has gone off for Ryan Baird. Ryan carries. That could be a turnover, and that's really well done. I think it's a high west over the ball there. That's a great turnover. Pierre Bouguerie, my apologies, gets the turnover there for La Rochelle. Oh, okay, going to the Enola game after work. Cool. Cool indeed. Well, 10 minutes to go until half time. Rudikoff, thank you, Freddie. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. So Leinster dominating so far from the start. La Rochelle grew back into it now. Leinster probably are back on top early on here, aren't they? So interested to see how the next 10 minutes goes before half-time. If La Rochelle can hold them out till half-time, then that'll be massive for this team, wouldn't it? Thank you to everyone who has joined today. 70 people currently watching. Jesus, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new. We're trying to hit 1,650 today. So hit the subscribe button if you're new. It's free to do. And, of course, like the stream as well. La Rochelle clear it downfield. Is that going to reach touch? It is from Bryce Delan. It's a huge kick from the French fullback. And line out here to La Rochelle, just outside the 22 of Leinster. So they're going to want to build something from here. They're going to want to build something. They've had tiny bits of possession where they've looked okay, but they haven't really created enough. So this is a big opportunity for them. Skelton claims in the line out to High West into Bottia. Ball is slow. Advantage, though. And a penalty to La Rochelle out the breakdown just in front of the post. And you take the points here. You take the points, I would think. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. I think it's very, very true. Toulouse can play some lovely stuff, but yesterday I was impressed by the way they won the game. You know, they didn't play well, but they found a way to win, which is important. But Leinster have so much experience. I mean, Toulouse are in their first Champions Cup final since 2010. While Leinster have won this in 2018, and over the course of the last few years, they've won it a few fair times, hence the 4 badges on the shirt. So I want to add a 5th one if they can. But La Rochelle have not been awful. It's just their discipline at the breakdown that's really letting them down. But High West has got all his kicks today, and he'll be looking to add the 3 here. Nathan Cassidy is a Leinster fan. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Welcome to the watch along. A final Leinster vs Toulouse would be so epic. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Leinster fans, don't get ahead of yourselves. High West looking to bring the score to within 4 points. It's a very simple kick for the New Zealander. 9 points to 13 then, with just over 7 minutes to go in this first half. Yes, Ruddock it was. Yes, it was. Thank you, Karma Peach. So 7 minutes to go. So what's the game plan here for Leinster? They're going to look to to try and get something else before half-time, or is it just about managing the next 7 minutes and going in at half-time? You don't want to give La Rochelle an option. You really don't want to do that. You don't want to give them an option. An option to get back into the game. They'll have their morale up. So line out to Leinster here. Just between the 10-metre line and the 22 for Leinster. Poor pass there from McGrath, but Robbie Henshaw picks up and carries. I love, do you know what? This has always impressed me. Always impressed me with Leinster. Their ability to just recycle the ball so quickly. Again, another penalty out of the breakdown, but this time from Leinster. So Bryce Dullan has tried a little chip and it's worked really well for him. They need support at the breakdown. It's there. Straight through the gap goes the scrum half up to the 22. Botti acts as scrum half. There may be a little space out wide. Rule goes alone. Tries. No, he holds on to the ball. Gregory Aldreet acts as scrum half. Carries well into the 22. Is he still going? In the end, brought down. Skelton carries. This is good work from La Rochelle. Their best moments of the game. Another advantage here. Now La Rochelle really got to go for something here. Harry West steps inside into Rule. 7 metres out. Still advantage to La Rochelle. That's 3 penalties on the bounce now from Leinster. They need to be careful with their discipline here. Harry West is going to go for the cross kick, looking for Victor Vito. Victor Vito for the line. Has he got there? What a tackle that is. Bryce Dullan's been held up. We are a metre out. They're going for the line here. It goes to the forwards. Scrum off. Ihai West gets it out. There's an extra man out wide. Surely this is going to be a trial. The pass is poor. And Dullan is going to be caught by Henshaw. If the pass was better there, Dullan was in the corner. Goes in towards Antonio. What an animal he is. Ball into Liebenberg. Oh, and it's bounced off everyone. And we'll come back for the original penalty. But some lovely stuff there. And we said, didn't we? We said, look, Leinster need to get into half-time in this position. La Rochelle are really up for this now. And they are playing some brilliant stuff. Dullan went for the little chip over the top. And it's all from the penalties at the breakdown. We've seen so many today. So many penalties today at the breakdown. But that was some lovely stuff from La Rochelle there. Really impressed by what they were doing there. Victor Vito with a huge carry there. In the end, he is taken down. They probably should have scored there. It's just poor communication between the hooker and Liebenberg there. But they do have a penalty now. It's going to be interesting to see what La Rochelle do it. Do they take the points or are they going to go to the corner? So they've decided to take the points. Interesting. So they'll be within 1 point with 3 and a bit minutes to go. Hi, West's been good from the boot today. He's right for the post. I could get this even. Maybe. So 3.5 minutes to go. Chance for La Rochelle to draw within 1 point. And Ihai West is successful. So we are up to 12 points to 13. La Rochelle very much back in this one and playing some good stuff. Probably been the better team in the last 5-6 minutes or so. So it's going to be an interesting second half, ladies and gentlemen. So you're going to want to stick around for this. Ronan O'Gara will be very happy with how his team has turned around this first half. Where at the start, in the first 10 minutes, you were very worried for La Rochelle. They'd hardly touched the ball. And Leinster scored a try. So they'd really grown back into this one. Leonardo da Vinci, good to see you, mate. I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're keeping okay. Good to see you once again in the chat. Very close game. Definitely not an easy game for Leinster. Not at all. Not at all. Line out to La Rochelle on the 5 metre line, though. They're going to want to get a clean exit here. I really want to get a clean exit now in this one. They do manage to win the ball here. They're pretty much on their own try line, so they've got to be careful. Aldreets carries it. The power of Leinster coming through there is very clear to see. So he's going to be box kicked away. He's actually got some decent distance on that. Fair play to him. Scrum half gets him. Actually, that's a very good kick. Very good kick for La Rochelle. So final chance here for Leinster to create something in this first half. Devon Toner collects Josh around the flea axe of the scrum half. Luke McGrath then gets out to Henshaw into Ringrose. If you're La Rochelle, you just defend for your lives. You want to go in at this point. Oh, lovely ball into Jordan Lama. Inside ball, and McGrath has dropped it. McGrath has dropped it. The try line was gaping, and he's dropped it. Lama with a lovely break on the left-hand side. It's a great support line by McGrath, but he just can't quite control it. And La Rochelle managed to clear it. We're watching it back here. It's a lovely ball from James Lowe. Fires it out. Oh, the pass is just a little bit too low. Just a little bit too low for McGrath. So less than a minute on the clock. Here come Leinster. Was that pass forward? Referee says no. Luke McGrath. To Byrne. Hugo Keenan breaks the first tackle, but is then tackled by Bottier. Back into Henshaw. Cian Healy carries. Conan. Victor Vito tries to get over the ball. Can't quite get there, but penalty to La Rochelle at the breakdown. And somehow Victor Vito got to the ball there. It is nearly half time. Don't forget, we'll take a quick 2-minute break. Just need a quick piss. Fill my bottle up with water. And we'll be back to look back at the first half, look at some stats and etc. And get your thoughts and your comments in the chat, folks. So the clock is going to be red. So I'm not sure if La Rochelle are just going to kick this off or they'll be allowed to play the line out. I assume they will be. Yes, they will. So last chance for La Rochelle. What will they do here? Will they just look to kick it off? Or are they going to try and play and create something? I wouldn't be surprised if they just kick this off. Considering the first 10 minutes for them, I think you would be happy at this point if you're La Rochelle. The momentum is certainly with them at this point. So a line out here. So we're just waiting for the line-out to be set, and we are ready to go. Let's see what La Rochelle. La Rochelle is a decent position. It's not a bad attacking position, and they're going to go for it here. Big carry from Will Skelton. Thing is, Leinster could go in down here at half-time if they give away a stupid penalty, because Ohio West has been very good in kicking, and Rule carries. Henshaw takes him down. So we're into the red. This is going to be the final play, whatever happens here. Ohio West to Dulan. To Vito. Not really going anywhere, La Rochelle. Working, probably playing for the penalty. At this point, inside ball. Tackled though. Bottier spots a little gap, crawls through, plays it back. Looking for the little gap, sniping around. Skelton tries to carry through over the ruck. Aldreets carries. He's tackled though. Up to the 22 now. Is this in drop goal range? Oh, and it's knocked forward. Now what do Leinster do? Do they just kick it off? Or are they going to look to play? James Lowe tries to chip it over the top. And La Rochelle kick it off. And that will be half-time. Half-time indeed in this one. It is La Rochelle 12, Leinster 13. That is the half-time score. out in France. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break here on the channel. Get your thoughts, get your comments in the live chat. Make sure that you are subscribed if you're watching and you have not done so yet. Hit the subscribe button down below. Like the stream. As I say, get your thoughts, get your comments in the chat. We'll look at some stats and we'll have a chat about that first off in a little bit more detail in just a second. So whatever you do, don't go. Stick around. We'll be back in a second. There we go. We are back. It is half-time in this one. La Rochelle 12, Leinster 13. And it's a pretty close one, isn't it, in this one? Thank you to everyone who's been keeping the conversation going in the chat. Maria, I'm afraid I cannot show the game. I'm really sorry. Again, just copyright. I'm not able to do that. But we are going to stick around, obviously, to watch the second half. And we're so excited for it here. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed, who's liked, who's got involved in the chat. As always, don't forget there's the option of a super chat. If you want to support the channel financially, your message will come up highlighted in the chat. So make sure to do that if you'd like to. Again, there's no pressure to do that if you don't want to. We have a La Rochelle fan in the chat, Maxime. Bonjour. Hope you're doing well. Sorry, Maria there. Tight game indeed it is, Stephen. Looking forward to the second half, absolutely. Really looking forward to this. Let's have a look at some stats from the first half to see where the game is being won and lost. So this is how the half-time stats look. So possession-wise, Leinster have 55% possession to the 45% of La Rochelle. While territory then is 56% to 44% for Leinster. Once again, meters gained, though, La Rochelle, with less ball and with less territory, have been more successful. 130 to 120 carries then are in favour of Leinster. Try not to make any jokes. Clean breaks then 3 to 2. Offloads 4 apiece. Leinster have had a lot more ball. You have to say, La Rochelle have done more with it. Tackles, 93 tackles for La Rochelle compared to 75 of Leinster. Tackles missed, 11 to 10. Turnovers won, 3 turnovers won for La Rochelle at the breakdown. Aldritis having a really good game. We mentioned him in the preview, didn't we? We spoke about the impact that he could get. The rucks are pretty similar. The lineouts, one missed lineout for La Rochelle, but very solid from Leinster. Scrum has looked good for both. One yellow card for La Rochelle so far, but he came back onto the pitch, Liebenberg, didn't he? And then penalties conceded is 8-6. So actually, on the whole, the game is pretty close in terms of how it's been played. And in terms of the results, obviously, it is very, very close. So really enjoying this game. Really, really enjoying it. It is good fun indeed. Let me know your thoughts on that first off. Any comments, any questions you've got, I'll go through them. I'm really interested to see what you've got to say on that first half. Who are you backing for the first half? Do you still believe that Leinster are going to win this one? Let me know in the chat. And let me know your thoughts on that first half. Of course, earlier yesterday, we saw Toulouse beating Bordeaux. And they booked their place in the final, their first final since 2010. So massive final for them there as they beat Bordeaux 21 points to 9. Of course, one of the try scorers, as it always is, was, of course, Antoine Dupont, the best player in the world, in my opinion. So, yeah, of course, he got a try there. I'm supporting Leinster, even though I'm from Munster. I think that's the same. I'm a Welshman, I'm an Ospreys fan, but the Scarlets, Dragons or Blues are playing in this position. I'd absolutely be supporting them because it benefits the national team. It benefits the game in your country, doesn't it? So absolutely agree on that. Don't forget, Tuesday night, I'm going to be dropping my 36-man squad for the line. So make sure to be subscribed for that. Hit the notification bell as well on the side because for some reason, YouTube doesn't like to push videos out. So if you hit the bell and set it to all, every time I upload a video, you'll be notified. So hit that bell, really helps out. So 36-man squad on Tuesday. And then on Thursday morning, I think it's about 11:40, the press conference starts. We're going to react live to the Lion squad being announced. So join us for that as well. Let's have a look at some more of your comments. If Leinster can sort out the problems they had in the first half, I think Leinster can do it. I think La Rochelle really impressed me, though, the way they've grown into the game. I was very worried for them in the opening 10 minutes. Maybe a bit of nerves, maybe a bit of uncertainty. Obviously, this is their first semi-final ever. But I was very impressed by the way they came back into it. And if that game had lasted, that first half had another 5 minutes on it, I think La Rochelle would have scored. So if you're a Leinster fan, you're a little bit concerned maybe, but again, next score is pretty important. If Leinster can get a try, they'll set it up nicely for the second half. So really looking forward to this second half. Our good friend Ben Ford was meant to join us today. Unfortunately, he was not able to do so for family reasons. So what we're going to do, what I'd love to do now, is to do something really nice for him. He's on the track towards hitting 50 subscribers. He's pretty close. He's getting there. He's on 37 now. Can we together help him hit that target? So I'm going to drop a link in the chat now. I want you to head over there. Ignore me for a bit. Head over there, subscribe to his channel, and come back. And I'd love to surprise him with that. So I'm going to drop a link in the chat now for his channel. Do head over there and subscribe, folks. Please do it. It really will mean a lot to him. He's a great friend of mine, and he's got a bit of stuff going on at the minute, so it'd really help him out. So head over there, hit that link, head over there, subscribe to that channel, and then come back and let me know that you've done it. Let's see if we can get him up towards that 50 mark. That'd be insane. I'd love to do that if we can. So please do head over there and subscribe. He's got a lot going on today, and unfortunately not able to be with us. But make sure to head over there and subscribe. Thomas, hope you're doing well. Bonjour. For La Rochelle being this close without many silly penalties, conceding the yellow card is unexpected. It's going to make the second half very interesting. You can be more clinical. I absolutely agree. They've been penalised a lot of the breakdown, but you saw the change, didn't you? Well, Leinster were beginning to get penalised at the breakdown a lot, and the yellow card was massive. Thank you, Leo. Massively appreciated, mate. So, yeah, do head over to that channel. Subscribe. Let's see if we can push him towards 50 subscribers. He recently posted a video with former Lions star Gareth Evans, who scored loads of tries on the 1977 Lions tour. So do head over there and subscribe. I agree with you, Thomas. I think if they can sort out the little mistakes that they're making going forward, they've looked very, very dangerous, really dangerous. So I've been so impressed. I've been so impressed with La Rochelle for the last 15 minutes or so. I'm still going to back Leinster to win. I still think the experience of Leinster come in the last 10 minutes. If it's nervy, you back Leinster's bottle that little bit more. But for La Rochelle, they go into this as underdogs. Nobody thinks they're going to win this game. Not many people would have backed La Rochelle to win. I backed Leinster, I think, to win by 10 points in the preview I did. So who knows? Who knows how this game could go today? It's going to be really fascinating to see how this game could go. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to Ben. We are 7 away from hitting 50 on his channel. So if you've not yet done it, please do head over there and subscribe. Please do it, because I'd love to surprise him with that. So the link is in the chat. Head over there, subscribe to his channel. If you're watching here as well and you have not yet subscribed, make sure to do that. And then head over to Ben's channel, Rock and Roll Rugby, and subscribe to his channel. I'd love to get him to hit 50 subscribers and surprise him. I'd love to do it. It'd just be awesome to do it. It'd be absolutely brilliant. So do head over there and subscribe if you have not done so already. It would mean the world to him. Right, so we're nearly ready for the second half. Really excited. Let's just remind ourselves of the teams before we go ahead. So this is how the teams are looking. Of course, we've had one change with Leinster, but we'll go through this now. Bryce Delana started out fullback with Dillian Led and Rule. Botti at centre is an interesting one. We've not seen enough from him, have we? We've really not seen enough from him. Dumaru is in the centre. Ihayi West from the boot has been very good today. Not something we experienced last time when he played against Sale Sharks. Kerr-Parlow is at 9. Then in the front row, you have Valdi, Bourgeois, and Antonio. You have Sazi and Will Skelton. And then you have Aldrit, Vito, and Liebenberg. Wow, so many of you just joined. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, folks. Be awesome. It would be absolutely brilliant if you can do that. 5 away from hitting 50 subscribers on Ben's channel, folks. So if you're not yet done so, you know what to do. Head over to Rock and Roll Rugby. Hit that link, subscribe to that channel, and then come back here and let me know that you've done it, because we're trying to get him up to 50. It'd be a nice surprise for him. 46. Come on, we can do it, folks. 4 away. 4 away. Let's smash that. And if you're new here, subscribe as well. That'll be massively appreciated. If Leinster score more than La Rochelle in the second half, they win. Yep, that is true. Thank you. That is true indeed. We are ready for the second half here. It is a nervy one. Quentin is a La Rochelle fan. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Welcome. Done it. Thank you very much. That's massively appreciated. 4 subscribers away from hitting the big one. And welcome to loads of people who are joining now. Just a reminder, this is just a watch on. It's not showing the actual game as we kick off for the second half. But if you want to stick around, you're more than welcome. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button down below. Get involved in the chat of your thoughts of the first half. And as we go through this second half, we are ready for the second half. Indeed, we are. Both teams are out on the pitch. The weather is perfect. Do you still believe? Do you still believe that you can win this one? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you're new here, subscribe as well. Right, we're ready for the second half here. All set to go. And off we go for the second half. Leinster do gather the ball. Don't forget, head over to Rock and Roll Rugby, folks, if you're not done so already, and subscribe to his channel. That'll be fantastic. See if we can get him up to the 50 subscribers mark. So La Rochelle with the ball just outside the 22 of Leinster early on here. 30 seconds into this second half. Just a reminder, this is a watch along. I cannot show you any footage or any audio of the game. Otherwise, my channel will literally get taken down. I don't really fancy that. But if you want to keep up to date with the game, if you have the game on and you want to stick me on to be your commentator as such, if you can't get the game, then I'll keep you up to date with what's going on here. So feel free to join this community. And it's really growing and it's awesome to see that. So do hit that subscribe button and join us for this watch along. Just commentary, mate. Just commentary. Can't show you the actual game, as I said, just for copyright reasons, unfortunately, mate. But if you can't get the game, do stick around, pal. Welcome to the channel. So line out to La Rochelle on the halfway line. Very sunny, perfect conditions. La Rochelle win the ball. Gregory Aldreet gets it out. Here goes Skelton, it's dropped. So opportunity for Leinster. Byrne kicks it away straight away. Victor Vito knocks it back. Oh, it's knocking straight into hands of Baird, but Baird's knocked it forward. Oh, so close there. Reece Ruddock went off for a calf injury. It was not a HIA. We just had that confirmation come through. But Victor Vito dropped it. Ryan Baird goes for that with two hands. I think he's in and I think he scores. Scrum here then to La Rochelle. And we'll have a reset of the scrum. So 2.5 minutes in the second half. Scrum, solid scrum from La Rochelle. Actually, a very, very good scrum from La Rochelle. An advantage to them as they get the ball out a high west. Bryce Doolan has a rule outside of him. Now it's not forced. They'll come back for the penalty from the scrum. Very powerful scrum there from La Rochelle. Really big scrum there from La Rochelle. And their chance to head down the field. So Bryce Doolan will send this downfield. He's got decent boots on him. He's got a pretty good distance on that, taking them to just outside the 22 of Leinster. And you do feel at this point like the momentum is very much with La Rochelle. If you're a Leinster fan, maybe get a little bit nervy here. So line out to La Rochelle, probably about 5 meters away from the 22. They do win it, and we've seen their driving all today has been very, very effective. And it is moving. Bougary carries the hooker. He's a little bit isolated here. They need to get him to ground if they can, and they do. So just outside the 22. Here come La Rochelle. They're looking very dangerous at this point at High West. There's a space out wide, but Leeds decides to go alone, interestingly. Back inside, the forwards take over. Inside ball at High West once again. Bottier, we haven't seen enough of him today. He carries strongly into the 22. Tackled by Henshaw. Bottier may be injured here. Advantage to La Rochelle, so they do have an advantage. And I think Bottier is going to need some treatment here. He does not look too good at all. Bottier, he fell awkwardly. You look at it and his back looks like it's twisted all over. Oh, it looks like he's potentially ripped. His leg, he's literally planted his leg down and it's pulled back like that and kept going. I would be surprised if he remains on the field. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you, Martin. Best player in his position. Who you on about there, mate? Bottier? Thank you to everyone who has subscribed today. It's very, very kind. We've hit 1,630 subs, which is very, very nice. Thank you. But on Ben's channel, Ruck and Roll Rugby, don't forget, we're trying to get him up to 50 subscribers. If you have not done so already, make sure to head over there and subscribe. He makes great content, makes better content than me. So if you like what I'm doing, think about it, but better. He's just started his channel. He was meant to join us today, but unfortunately could not do so for various reasons. And so head over there, subscribe. While we've got this breaking play, head over there, subscribe. And let's see if we can get him up to 50 subscribers today. That'd be awesome. So penalty to La Rochelle. Bottier is still receiving treatment. I'm afraid I cannot, due to copyright reasons, Barra. I'm afraid I cannot, mate. I'd love to, but I cannot. Otherwise, my channel will be taken down. So you can stay here. You can listen to my commentary. I'll keep you up to date with what's going on. The game is live on BT Sport if you want to watch it. But I'm afraid I cannot show you the actual game here. La Rochelle going to go for the post to High West. This will be La Rochelle's first chance to go ahead in this game. So first chance for them to be able to do that. Does look bad, doesn't it? Does look bad. Is he up? I haven't seen him get up yet. 6 minutes into this one, chance for La Rochelle to take the lead. I've been very impressed with them. Very impressed with them. But apart from that opening 10 minutes, have they been the better team? Maybe. Your High West, though. Perfect. It's such perfect conditions for rugby. Good weather, no wind, not wet at all. Perfect. It's not the easiest of kicks, but he would expect to get this, especially after his kicking today has been on point. Every single one's been successful for him. So High West. Has he got it? He's got it. And La Rochelle have taken the lead here. 15 points to 13. The French side, in their first semi-final, are leading here. Interesting. Very interesting. Stick around, folks, because this is going to be an interesting one. Stick around, because this is going to be interesting. They're strapping him like a Christmas gift. They are indeed. But he is still on. He's not running well. I just seen him out the corner of my eye. And he's not running well. I don't think he's going to last very long. La Rochelle in the lead now. Leinster have started poorly at the second half, giving away pens at the breakdown. That's weird because at the start of the game, it was La Rochelle who were giving so many penalties away at the breakdown. But with about 10 minutes to go in the first half, the flick just switched like that. It just really switched, and La Rochelle got a bit more dominant, got on the right side of the referee to an extent, played in the right areas of the field. Their defence was fantastic, and they're taking their chances. They haven't even scored a try yet, but they've taken their chances with penalty kicks and made the right decisions. But we're on the halfway line here. Advantage to Leinster off the knock-on. Rossburn into Conan. He's been held up by Aldreet. The ball is still there for Leinster. Furlong. Can we see some dancing toes from him? Inside ball. Cian Healy, and there's no advantage from the penalty. I think we have a potential another injury here. Is it Will Skelton? Oh, Furlong could be in trouble. Furlong could be in trouble here. I want to hear what the referee's got to say.
Furlong in initially on Dylan Leeds.
I think they're going to check this.
Sorry, Nick, I'd really like to see that collision from Will Skelton, the one that's put Tyke Furlong on his backside. Looked as though
Boccia's leaving. Boccia's day is done. We said we didn't expect him to last much longer. Aguilon has come on for Boccia in the centre. To be honest, he had a very quiet game today, Boccia. We're just 3 subscribers away for Ben for Rock and Roll Rugby to get to the 50. So if you've not yet done that, please do head over there. It'd mean the world to me and to him. Head over there, subscribe, it's free to do, and then come back here. That'll be massive. Thank you. And subscribe here as well if you haven't done so already. Right, we're having a look at this. I think he's in trouble. I think he's in trouble. I think Furlong could be off here. Nothing given. Nothing given. Apparently no separation as he moves up. It's a controversial one. But scrum to Leinster just outside the 22 of La Rochelle. "31 minutes and a half to go." I agree, Leonardo. I agree. I'm surprised that he just dismissed it so quickly. I'm surprised they dismissed it so quickly. He went into the tackle. Shoulder connected with the tackler's head. Contact with the head, you're thinking working from a red card down. For me, that should have been a yellow, but I'm not a referee, so that's all right. I mean, La Rochelle's scrum is looking pretty solid here. Leinster just look to get this one in and out, I think. Of course, 15 points to 13, half an hour to go. Yeah, indeed. That's it, isn't it? That's it. That's it. That's absolutely it. Resetting of the scrum again and again. Needs to speed the game up, man. 2 away from hitting 50 on Rock and Roll Rugby. Head over there, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Be a great surprise for Ben. And he actually makes really good content. Penalty to Leinster at the scrum. Big penalty there. Ryan Baird's going to just take it and go. Aldreet tackles him. On the 10-metre line. Good take from Kelleher there. Josh van der Fleer tackled. Lou McGrath. La Rochelle's defence really flies up quickly. McGrath to Kelleher. Antonio. Oh, the ball's out, but illegally so. So penalty to Leinster, opportunity for them to go ahead in this one if they decide to take the points. Jacob Stockdale for... yeah. So very lucky. I think so, but it's a tough one, isn't it? Because the mitigation is like moved up, but I think the referee just had one look at him where I was like, no. So I'm not too sure. VAR is turning people into... it is and it isn't. You need to keep the physicality, of course, but there is still a lot about safety. We're seeing a lot of the effects of these knocks on players these days, aren't we? We want to try and ensure the safety of fellow players. Take the kick. I think that's what they're going to do. It looks like that's what Ross Byrne's going for. So a couple of players receiving some treatment. Let me know your thoughts on the opening 10 minutes or so of this second half. What are you making of it? What do you think? La Rochelle, probably the team with the momentum, but a chance here for Leinster to take a lead. Ross Byrne will look to add 3 points on his 100th appearance. And he does indeed. So Leinster leading here, 16 points to 15. It's going to be a tight ending, folks. It's going to be a real tight ending here. Just 2 subscribers away on Rock and Roll Rugby. Make sure to head over there. Subscribe if you've not done so already. The link is in the chat. Make sure you head over there and subscribe. Rock and Roll Rugby. Let's hit 50 subscribers for Ben on his channel. Hit the link there. Subscribe. Come back and let me know. That'll be awesome. Massively, massively appreciated. Right. Ohio West to get us underway. La Rochelle, 1 point behind now at the start. Marcel de Flandre. No idea if I said that right, but we're going to go with it. And the sun is really in the eyes of Leinster when they wait for that. Priso is on for Vavdi for La Rochelle, so that change has gone through. Gordon is on for Vito. Vito went off, I think, with a knock. So interesting to see. Yes and no. I understand that you want to keep the physicality of the game, as I said, but you've got to ensure player safety. Of course, there's always a risk stepping onto the field, and you accept that as a player. But we're more aware now of the risk, and we're more aware of ways that we can counter that. And Playboy, interesting name. The score is 16-15 to Leinster. It's scrolling on the bottom of your screen on the little scroller there. So you can see it there, my friend. The La Rochelle 15, Leinster 16 with 26 minutes to go. La Rochelle in the 22 of Leinster attacking here. What do I make of the game so far, Stephen? Well, I've got to say, my friend, Leinster started really well. La Rochelle grew back into it. And La Rochelle have probably been the better team in the game overall. Here goes it, High West. Aldreet. Deep in the 22 here. Ball goes out to Julan. Lovely hands rule. There might be an opportunity out wide here. Oh, Lades once again goes alone. He has to go wide. Advantage to Leinster. La Rochelle, sorry. 10 metres out now. I think we're going to have a very tight ending here. High West going to try the little kick over the top. I don't think it's going to work. And it's not. Oh my gosh. High West went for the kick over the top. It bounces towards the corner flag, bounces in. Well, Lama thinks it's going to go out, so he lets it go. It bounces onto the post, and luckily, Gordon doesn't jump on it, because if he jumps on it there, it's a try for La Rochelle. Now, what do La Rochelle do here? Do they take the points? Oh, James Lowe's been sent to the bin as well. James Lowe is in the bin. 10 minutes in the bin. Penalties mounting up for Leinster, and Leinster are down to 14 men now. Now, what do La Rochelle have to go to the corner here? You've got an extra man. You go to the corner, surely. Surely you go to the corner here. You've got the extra man. They're going to take the points. They're going to take the points here. All the momentum, you'd have to say, is with La Rochelle right now. Can imagine. I'm not a fan of either team, but it's such a big game. I love the community growing here. High West has got one from this kind of area before. 4 out of 4 kicks. Very, very good for him today. An opportunity for La Rochelle to go back into the lead. There's a little bit of a wind picking up. But he slotted that one beautifully, and La Rochelle take the lead here. La Rochelle 18, Leinster 16. And we're heading towards the final half of this second half now, the final quarter of the game. Looking back at this kick here, Lama lets go. It hits the post. And if old Dreed, is more aware of what's going on there, I think La Rochelle score. I think we've had some changes for Leinster, so as we get confirmation of them, we'll let you know. Byrne is on for Healy in the front row, so that change has gone through. And you'd expect some more changes to come on. Porter's come on for Furlong as well. So those changes. The sun is really in the eyes of the likes of Hugo Keenan. He had to shield his eyes there. But Leinster with the ball on their own 10-metre line. And Luke McGrath's going to send this one up to the heavens. I agree. I think it would be, wouldn't it? And it'd put them in a final against Toulouse. First in the top 14 against second in the top 14 would be interesting, wouldn't it? Is that a high tackle? Yes, it is. So advantage here. Lovely hands from La Rochelle. That's a second high tackle on the bounce from Leinster. A third high tackle. They need to be very careful here. The High West gets it out. Late has had an awful game for La Rochelle, if I'm being honest. He's just so selfish. He doesn't play the right pass ever. Still advantage, though, to La Rochelle. Ball comes back to West. West to Rule, who's come inside off his wing. Gets it out to Aldreet. The momentum is certainly with the French side. West goes for the cross kick. He's looking for the replacement winger, but it is not going to reach his target, but they still have the advantage anyway. Let's have a look at more of your comments. CJ standing for the lines. Certainly a good shout. Prediction at this point in the game. I'd still back Leinster to win. I think it's going to be really, really close. I think it's going to be such a close finish. But Leinster just need to calm themselves down and go back to basics now. They need to play the territorial game. They're trying to play too much in their own half. Don't write us off yet. It'd be interesting. But I suppose we could just see that in the top 14 indeed. Leinster should bring on the sunglasses. Ill discipline cost Leinster. John Sexton is better than no foul. I agree with you. I think we agree. Couple of high tackles there from this Leinster side. They need to be careful with stuff like that. 2 subscribers away on Rock and Roll Rugby. So if you're not yet headed over there, head over to Rock and Roll Rugby. Subscribe to Ben's channel. Let's see if we can get him up to 50 subscribers. Head over there, subscribe, and then come back. It'd be awesome if we can do that. He's meant to be on today, but unfortunately, for various reasons, he's not able to be on. But that would really cheer him up. So head over there and subscribe if you're able to. Ihai West is going to go for the post to put La Rochelle back into the lead. Oh, he pulled them even further ahead, sorry. It's a fair distance out. It's just over the halfway line. Oh, he's missed it. He's hit the post. So Leinster have the ball in their own 22. Now, I've criticised them saying they're playing too much in their own 22. I still think that they need to clear this. Because La Rochelle are winning the battle at the breakdown at the minute. Leinster still with 5 minutes left on the yellow. Is that out on the full? It's out on the full from Luke McGrath. That's a big mistake from the captain. Victor Vito is going to come back on for La Rochelle after passing his head assessment. So line out to La Rochelle just outside the 22. And a massive steal there from Devin Toner. Luke McGrath will clear this one. He'd want to keep this one on the field, which he does. Aldreets, Josh van der Fleer go up for a fair contest in the air. Conan comes away with the ball. And penalty to La Rochelle at the breakdown once again. Once again. So good. Cristiano Ronaldo and team, this won't be up. Down bigger led Wales, yep. Yeah, Louis Summit, Fartown, Lynn Williams were good for Wales too. They were indeed. An expected Six Nations triumph. I was absolutely buzzing with that. So not long to go in this one, just under 20 minutes to go. La Rochelle in the lead by 2 points. Looking to book their place in the final of the Champions Cup for the first time in their history. It's the first time they've been at the semi-final stage in their history. They're pretty new to the top 14, but under O'Gara playing some lovely stuff. Bryce Delan is going to send this one down to the 22. Line out to La Rochelle deep in the 22 of this Leinster side. Still 3 minutes left on that yellow card. Can they win the ball? Oh, taking a bit too soon. Who do I think is faster? Not sure. That'd be good, though. If we get to a point one day with the channel where I can organise that, I will 100% organise that. La Rochelle lose their line out in the 22. That's massive for Leinster. Aldreet telling his hooker to throw it straighter. And it's kicked off by McGrath. And he gets a bit of distance, but they're still in the 22 here. La Rochelle are winning everything at the breakdown at the moment. Hopefully Leinster can get back into it. Still very much in the balance. There's only 2 points in it, folks. This time they do win their line-outs. Driving maul is set. The hooker for La Rochelle today has been absolutely insane. Apart from that, Keith Wood for the lines. A little bit late, mate. A little bit late. Maybe not, though. Can he still do it? Ball inside Antonio, carries strong. Skelton carries. He's still going. Takes a lot to get him down. Ball out wide. Dumaru. Aldridge tackled by Henshaw. 15 minutes to go in this one. La Rochelle to get another score here. It's getting nervy. Ball out wide. Dumaru back into the replacement. Aguilon is a metre short. He goes along the scrum half. Has he got there? Held up. Metre short here. La Rochelle. They're going to have a look at this. They're going to check this. Matthew Carley, the referee, going to want to have a look at this. I'm getting nervous now. Keith Ward used to play for Ireland many years ago. One score in it. Very, very true. They're going to check this one. They're going to check it. On-field decision is no try. So they're going to have a look at this. He wants to see clear grounding. While they have a look, let's have a cookie. I can't see that being given. You can't see. Unless this angle shows us something different. It's really close, but I don't think this is going to be given. For me, you can't say that's been on the line or not. And even though I can't see it, I think Van der Vliet has actually got his hand under that one. Let me know in the chat what you're thinking. Should this be given a try or not?
Underneath her Barlow, stopping just short of the line. Real try, saving tackle that.
Josh Van der Vliet, what a performance from him. As always, folks, 77 of you coming in watching. If you're new, hit the subscribe button down below. Massively helps the channel. Like the stream as well and get involved in the chat. Let me know your thoughts on this game so far. No try given. No try given there. So 15 minutes to go. Scrum to La Rochelle, 5 meters out now. I did not know that. That's a really interesting fact. He retired 18 years ago. And if he scores, it should be given. Well, he didn't get it. No try. Didn't reach the line. So scrum here to La Rochelle. 5 meters out. Big scrum here. That scrum has been very good. Very, very good today. Let's have a look how this scrum goes. Will the new replacements make a difference? Scrum is turning. Oh, here comes the power of La Rochelle. Victor Vito gets it out. Over the 5 meter line. Skelton. Leinster's power and their defence needs to hold up here. A metre out. La Rochelle have gone for the line. Has he got there? It's a slide for La Rochelle. La Rochelle have scored. Wow. What a moment in the game. And La Rochelle finally have a score. Is it Aldridge who's got there?
Waiting for that opportunity to arise. Not panicking when they were upheld.
14 minutes to go. And I think Gregory Aldridge may have booked the place in the final for La Rochelle. If they get this conversion, it's going to be a 9-point game. So this conversion is really important to get now for La Rochelle. And it means Leinster are going to have to throw everything. They're going to have to throw everything at this if they want to win.
The extra power that Aldrich needed just to nudge him 6 inches over the whitewash.
So a high west.
This conversion is huge as well.
It's a pretty simple conversion, but if he gets it, you're thinking 9-point game. He's only missed one today. "13 minutes to go. 9-point game. Is it too much for Leinster? Can Leinster do it? He slotted it. La Rochelle 25, Leinster 16. It's a big ask now for this Leinster side. They probably need to score a try in the next 5 minutes. It's really important now that Leinster go for it. And for me, Leinster just haven't gone for it enough today. Can they do it? 2 unconverted tries in it, indeed. If they can get a converted try and they get a penalty, then they're drawing. We might even be looking at extra time. They get the kick. They do indeed. I need to bring back running the guards Ireland ASAP. I'd be surprised if when I think Andy Farrell and Eddie Jones will both leave their international roles after the next World Cup. I wouldn't be surprised if running the guards in the mentioning for the Ireland job. Hopefully, if La Rochelle win, they can mount a challenge to Britain to losing. Well, they haven't won yet, but Leinster really have to go for it here. They're back up to 15 men. James Lowe heading towards the 22. They probably need to score in the next 5 minutes, you think, in some form of points anyway. Doesn't need to be a try, but it needs to be some form of point. And that La Rochelle's discipline needs to be top notch. Can't afford to give anything stupid away. McGrath. Baird carries it just outside the 22 here. But the defence of La Rochelle is very solid. Got to give them credit for that. Rossburn, Ringrose, Kelleher. Skelton trying to get over the ball as they continue to come forward. Burn into Ryan. Inside ball to Kelleher, tackled by his opposite man. Henshaw. They're not really going anywhere. And a huge turnover. A huge turnover. And there's a couple of words being said. With 10 minutes to go, is that the moment that potentially wins the game? For La Rochelle. And La Rochelle clear it downfield. Bryce Dillon with a monster kick. So line out to La Rochelle. Changes for La Rochelle. Bourgeois is off. Bosch is coming on. I thought Bourgeois has been brilliant today for La Rochelle. And he is being pushed out. And folks, we are 1 subscriber away on Ben's channel, Rock and Roll Rugby, from hitting 50 subscribers. So if you're not yet done so, please do head over there. Exactly, Dragon Glass Fire. Thank you very much. Rock and Roll Rugby. Link is in the chat now. Head over there. Subscribe. Let's get into 50 subscribers. Right, let's have a look at some more of your comments. That's it there. Link there. Head over there. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And subscribe here as well if you've not yet done so. We're going to be very busy with the Lions tour, of course. Sun's in their eyes. It is indeed. This game is over. I'm going to do my homework bet. I'm not sure if it is. I think if Leinster can score a try in the next 2-3 minutes, I think it's still very much there. Come on, Leinster. Leo, the fat lady keeps singing. Indeed, it's not over until the fat lady stops singing. Has it? It's not saying it has for me, I'm afraid. Iofi, stop chatting crap. It's not, mate. It's not. It's a great channel. It's a great channel. Don't talk like that. For some reason, it's not saying it's hit 50 for me, but let's see. 8 minutes left. This is over, apparently, but let's see. Ruddock is on for Ronan Kelleher. Interesting. Advantage here to La Rochelle, just outside the 22. And the penalty is going to be La Rochelle's anyway. And they're looking to play here. They're up to the 5-metre line. But the penalty is there for La Rochelle. And frustrations are beginning to boil over for Leinster now, you feel. And I'm beginning to think that this game might be slipping out of the reach. You just gave the 50th. For some reason, it's not saying it for me. Don't know why. Penalty to Leinster now. To La Rochelle. I mean, you just take the points here, don't you? You just got to take the points. It's still saying on 49 for me. Strange. Not doing it. What's your thoughts on Sugma? If Leinster loses, I'll support La Rochelle at the final. Well, we're very close to the end of this game, folks. We are very, very close. As always, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. So far in the game, we are not far away at all. I think he's very good. I think he's criminally underrated. La Rochelle have gone for the corner. I'm very surprised. I'm very surprised. But yeah, Rosburn, massively rate him. I think he's criminally underrated. 100th appearance today has been fantastic. But it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen for Leinster unless they can get this ball very quickly now and work their way up the field. But this driving ball is looking pretty solid from La Rochelle. And Skelton carries it towards the line. Has he got there? He has, and La Rochelle have won the game. La Rochelle are going to the final of the Champions Cup. Will Skelton has crashed over, and La Rochelle are finalists of the Champions Cup. And the decision to go for the corner has certainly paid off for them. And La Rochelle are actually beginning to run away with this game a little bit now. 30 points to 16 with a conversion potentially to go over. And I said it, didn't I? I said the momentum was with La Rochelle. Wow, indeed. We're going to have an all-French final. We're going to have an all-French final. We've done it, ladies and gentlemen. 50 subscribers on Rock and Roll Rugby. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed today. Massively appreciated to help Ben out. He's having a really tough day today. He was meant to be on the watch log. Fortunately, couldn't make it, but he's going to love seeing that. So thank you so much. If you're watching here, make sure you're subscribed as well. We're trying to hit 2,000 subscribers by the start of the Lions tour. I know it's a lot by the first test, sorry. I know it's hard to see that potentially happening, but I'd love to push towards that. So if you're new, subscribe as well. Really grateful for everything that you've shown the channel recently, for all the love, all the comments. Thank you. 5 minutes to go then. This game is done and dusted. Yahya West gets the conversion, takes them up to the 32, and the game is done now. There's no way Leinster are coming back from this. They'd need 3 tries, I think. La Rochelle are going to go to their first Champions Cup final to face their French rivals in Toulouse. And not long at all to go now. 4 minutes to go now. Retier is on for Kerr Barlow. Hugo Keenan gets inside to James Lowe. And this is the problem with Leinster. They have not played in the right areas of the pitch. And now they're deciding to play in the correct areas. Absolutely crazy. Back to the drawing board for Leinster. Just watching your commentary. I love what. Thank you very much. That's really, really kind. Ill discipline, a serious issue. As an Irish fan, I want La Rochelle to beat Toulouse, but I want Ronan to go in Ireland. I do think he will be in Ireland pretty soon. I should say it now. I unsubscribed and resubscribed and changed 50, so it worked. Thank you very much. That's fantastic. Predictions for who's going to win the final. If you're going off today, La Rochelle have been absolutely insane. But Toulouse just have that something special in them. They have Dupont, they have Ntamak. You know, they're such a good side, but it's really tough to know. I will get French rugby experts on to preview the game before the game, so we get a bit more of insight, more depth in there. And La Rochelle are trying to defend their own 5-metre line. Leinster coming forward, but we've not seen enough of this from them today. It's too little, too late. Advantage, though, to Leinster. But it's just too late. 3 minutes to go. Rosburn crosses. So we have a try. So they need to get this conversion. I just can't see it happening now. It's too late. It's too little, too late. Leinster overrated? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think La Rochelle have been the better team today. Rosburn needs to convert this one quickly. And he's got it. And so we're up to 23 points now for Leinster. So they needed another try, converted, and they'd need a penalty in 2 minutes. So they've got to go the length of the field now, and they've got to get in the next minute to then have another chance to get a penalty or drop goal. It seems unlikely. It's not impossible, but it's going to be really, really tough to see them able to do that. So 2 minutes to go. They've got to go for it. They've just got to go, absolutely go now. They are in their own 22, though. Bad. Being held up here. This is worrying. This might have been stolen. I think it's been stolen by La Rochelle. There might be an option for another try here. Vito gets it out. Rule knocks it forward. And a minute and a half left. I know who you are now. I know who you are. I think I know who you are. Yeah, I know who you are. So 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. The game is over. It's done. It's interesting. 2 French teams are going to be playing in Twickenham. There'll be no French fans there. You like wearing losers? Oh, all right. Nah, it's just I didn't have a La Rochelle top. So game over. Great stream. Thank you very much. Leinster not overrated, but that depends. I suppose many of the fans definitely get carried away. Pro football is no real competition in it. Does Leinster no favours at the top level? But the thing is, if Leinster put the performance in against Exeter that they did, they'd have won this game. They absolutely would have won the game. But they've tried to play in their own half too much. They should have played the territorial game a lot more, which they didn't do. And La Rochelle, at the breakdown, have dominated, except for the first 10 minutes. And they're taking their chances. And their kicking has been brilliant today. So that's been the real difference. And their scrum has just bullied Leinster's. Luke McGrath goes alone. We are into the final minute, though. Ball out wide. Ross Byrne tries to fling it across to James Lowe. They're playing in their own 5-metre. Clock is in the red now. This is it. Leinster do have the ball, but penalty to La Rochelle, and that is the game. That is the game done. Leinster are knocked out of the Champions Cup, and La Rochelle have won it here. La Rochelle are into the final of the Champions Cup. Commiserations to Leinster fans. Congratulations to any La Rochelle fans in the chat. Well done to you. You are going to your first final to face Toulouse in a huge game. No, I'm afraid not, mate. I'm afraid not. And La Rochelle kick it off. And La Rochelle are heading to a final. Congratulations to La Rochelle. Let me know your final thoughts in the chat. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. La Rochelle have won this. And you've got to say, they deserved it. They absolutely deserved to win this one. They were the better team for the majority of the game. Max, you must be very, very happy indeed. Very happy indeed. It was good while it lasted. Do you know what, for Leinster, I wouldn't be too downhearted, but the game plan didn't work today. It did not work today. It just did not work at all. Tried to play too much in your own half. Didn't play the territorial game. And my man of the match, oh, that's a tough one. Do you know what? I think that I would have to go with the hooker for La Rochelle, Bourjari. I thought Bourjari at the breakdown was fantastic, ran really well, carried the ball well. I think Yahya West would be a close second. I think Aldrit once again was fantastic, but I think Pierre Bourjari, the hooker, is my man of the match for this game. Will Skelton says, Max Thurmond, wow, indeed, what a game this was. Great game, and the better team won. Yeah, I think that's certainly true, isn't it? But Leinster's game plan was wrong. La Rochelle's was right, and they deservedly won this one. Deservedly won it. So you got to say, surprise, yes. I thought Leinster's experience at this point in a tournament would make a difference. But 22nd of May, La Rochelle will face Toulouse at Twickenham. So we're looking forward to that one here on the channel. But that's where we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it there. And we will be back over the next few days with a couple of interesting videos. We can't wait to bring them to you. But let's get your final thoughts in the chat. Let me know your final thoughts in this one. Let me know what you make of it. And how did you see this one going? So final thoughts in the chat now, folks. Great game, absolutely was. Ronan Nagoya, of course, coach of La Rochelle. He'll be very, very happy. Indeed, he will. So over the next week, we have some interesting stuff coming up on the channel. On tomorrow night, 8:30, UK and Ireland, we will have the Welsh Rugby Roundup show on the 3BOD channel. We're going to be talking about who should go on the Lions tour from a Welsh perspective. We'll also have a chat a bit more about the Lions look at the Rainbow Cup. And we've got a clip from our interview with former Lions star Gareth Evans on there. So 8:30 tomorrow. Make sure to head over there, subscribe, turn the notification bell on. I'll put it on my community tab anyway, but make sure that you check it out. Let me just drop a link in the chat now. My pre-game predictions were for Leinster to win. I thought Leinster would win by 7 to 10 points. So yeah, head over there. The Welsh Rugby Roundup show tomorrow night, 8:30. Myself and Ben will take you through the recent news in the Welsh rugby world. And of course, look at our Lions 15. There will be fans in the stadium, but not the fans of what's it called? Of La Rochelle or Toulouse, because they won't be able to travel over. Thank you very much. See you, Rugby Geeks. Good to see you as always, mate. Then on Tuesday, my Lions 36-man squad will be out, so make sure to subscribe for that. Notifications turned on. And then Thursday, we'll do a live reaction as the Lions squad is announced. And then later, I'll put a podcast out. The second episode of the Breakdown podcast will go out on the channel, looking at the Lions squad in more detail. And we'll have Kyle from Kapustaki on to do that with me. So that's how it's looking. And then Friday, there may be a watch-along in the evening, because I think Munster are playing Ulster. Or someone's playing. Let me have a look who it is. It is on Friday. It is. Yes, Munster against Ulster. So we'll probably do that. And then on the Saturday night, then we'll do Scarlets against Ospreys. So that's what's coming up over the next week. Thank you very much for joining me on this watch along. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have done so, subscribe, like the stream. I'll see you soon here on the BS Rugby channel. Thanks for watching. Congratulations to La Rochelle. Commiserations to Leinster. I'll see you soon here on the channel. See you then.